performance, they believe they've still got a shot, and that's why they rolled the dice and let Paul Chryst go as early as they did. Jarek Broussard back deep, allows it to go through for the touchback, and they'll open from the 25-yard line. His offensive coach, Jay Johnson, his offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach, is saying, let the game come to you, and let's hope that the former Wisconsin Badger Jalen Berger can help you, and he's going to carry it right here for about a yard, and that's it. Second down and 9. Nothing doing again for Berger as they try once again to get something done. Keanu Benton, who was a question mark coming into today's game, is starting at that zero technique, Spencer. That's a difference maker for them. Third down and 9. Pressure off the edge. Thorne is down, flags are down.
I think this is going to be holding, and it's really an effective penalty in terms of what the rush team was trying to do, just rushing 3. And of those 5 guys blocking up front, Michigan State couldn't handle those 3.
Holding, offense number 79, penalties decline, 4th down.
Jared Horst, the guilty party, 5th year out of Middleton, Wisconsin. This is the best punter in college football. That may be the greatest attribute for this Michigan State team, which is a dubious distinction to say the least. This one is rather low, takes a hop, and Dean Ingram is going to be calling for fair catch, and he did, so he could not advance it any further. Braylon Allen is the setback, and we've got flags and whistles and all kinds of things going on.
And Tim, that's coming from that right side, and we know with Logan Brown's absent.
Offense number 48, 5-yard penalty.
There you go.
Dakovich, that's tight end. They are really hurt up front today and at tight end. Lots of changes after they warmed up earlier today. Allen, look out. He's a big play waiting to happen every time he touches it. Last week, he even threw a touchdown pass out of the Wildcat formation against Northwestern. Cal Halliday with the tackle.
And Tim, it was Xavier Henderson who missed this. Now he's back in the lineup. Bad angle right there. Not sure if he's 100%. There's a down Spartan on the field.
It's him.
Is it?
It's him. Well, and that's bad news indeed, because he's their leader. They were so wanting to have him back in the lineup. He aligns that back end for defensive coordinator Scott Hazelton. That's a huge loss on the opening play from the 48 of Michigan State.
Wow, nice field.
Alan Burrows ahead, but you're right. Derek Harmon, 41, redshirt freshman. Little bootleg action for Mertz.
That's what they needed.
And that's a beautiful throw and catch. Skylar Bell, number 11, with the reception. 1st and 10 from the 36. Out of the gun, play pitch. Allen again, and he's got it inside the 35. Will not go down, and carry Spartans with him inside the 30.
That's amazing. I thought
we got a late flag maybe coming in.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought Charles Brantley, the left corner, had him dead to rights, Tim, but he bounced it outside of him and showed you some of that speed to get to the edge.
I think Brandon Wright may have kept that tackle alive a little too long, and they will assess additional yardage here.
After the play was over, personal foul. Defense number 26, unnecessary roughness. The penalty is half the distance to the goal. Automatic
no
first
reason
down.
for it. Mark Kluzinski is our referee today. That play netted 22. 7 on the gain, 15 yards on the penalty. Allen is stopped behind the line this time by Simeon Barrow. Defensive tackle, 6'3", 290. In man coverage, he can be dynamite. Number 13 for the Badgers.
4-man rush.
Mertz in some trouble, and down he goes at the 21. Ball came loose late, but I believe the Badgers are on top of it. Brandon Wright came in there with the tremendous pressure off the edge. Number 26 trying to atone for that penalty a moment ago.
They're going to try to work the solo to the far side of the field. They got a man matchup that they like. Got to come back.
Mertz the other way on the out pattern, and it is caught. And it's Chimere Dike, as we mentioned a moment ago, up at the top, this time at the bottom of your screen. 1st and goal from the 4. Nowakowski checks in. Here's Allen on the Wildcat, taking the direct snap. And behind Nowakowski, he burrows ahead to the 2. They're opening things up, but right now they go the traditional I. Allen dots it. Play fake. Mertz for the corner, and it's incomplete. Intended for Nowakowski, the fullback. A late play developing. That's Angelo Gross, 15. 10th play of the drive. 3rd and goal. Allen reaching, but not quite there. Jacoby Winman, number 4, will stop him about a half yard, maybe the length of the football, away from the end zone. And I think this is 4-down territory for Jim Leonard.
No question about it. Jim Leonard's going to go for this one. His knee was clearly down, Tim. Almost, yeah, they'll give him the reach, but his knee was down like on the 2-yard line.
Badgers only 27% this season on 4th down conversions. Again out of the aisle. Allen, nice. Touchdown. Braylon Allen, his 7th of the year.
That's old school 12 personnel, man. Right there, power to the left. Well, this is a base play. You roll out with Mertz the opposite direction to kind of soften the flow of the linebackers. Excellent play design, doing what they do best, getting plus yardage.
Speaking of injuries, Calvaruso is hurt. So enter redshirt freshman Nate Van Zelst. And he splits the uprights and gets this one to go. Mentioned that moving down really helped, he thought, emotionally with Graham Mertz.
Yeah, well, it's one of my keys to the game, and we'll talk about that proximity to the players. It matters.
It really does. Well, I've never seen as broad a smile on Graham Mertz as we did last week on the sidelines at that game in Evanston, Illinois. That's Jalen Berger, the former Badger that transferred to Michigan State, running into his old teammate and a big one, Keanu Benton. Well, you see Benton coming out of the game now.
That's blitz.
And underneath is the pass complete. Jayden Reed, the number 1 target for Payton Thorne. That's 14 yards and a first down. First down 10 from the 40 for Michigan State. Berger. Well, that's the largest gain from scrimmage for him, out for 5. That's a big one for them to get into a 2nd and 5. Berger the lone setback. The extra tight end to block, and there goes Berger behind him. And that's a first down. Just piercing Wisconsin territory, and a late flag comes down as he got to the 49-yard line. After the play had concluded, the flag came in from the referee.
You would think it would be holding on the part of Michigan State where the flag was thrown.
The
flag was thrown, but where the ball was placed.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense number 79, 15-yard penalty.
That's 2.
That's a killer.
Following the penalty.
You talk about a drive killer. And that's why the flag came in late. That would have been a first down. So maybe just a little too aggressive early on today. Collins on the stretch play. That's what they want from him, to get him to the edge, and he gobbles up about 2/3 of the yardage lost on the penalty. That's Kamoy Latu.
Twice we've seen these Badgers not been able to tackle on the back end.
2nd down and 2. Collins again trying to turn it back up. I think he may have gotten the first down with the 2nd effort. He gets it up to the 48-yard line of Michigan State. We'll expect the clock to move quickly, even though the game itself has time between plays. Both teams want to get their ground game going to open it up. Thorne lets it fly, a wide open receiver. That's Reed. He's got it inside the 25. Latu ushered him out of bounds. First down, Collins. Boy, he's got quick feet.
Yep.
He's down to about the 15-yard line. Latu again making the stop. Spencer, when you look at Wisconsin's numbers defensively, they've backed off quite a bit. They have not been as strong as past years, and they lost a lot of outstanding personnel, particularly linebackers, as Collins goes down after losing at least a yard, maybe a yard and a half. Keanu Benton with the stop. Lone setback out of the gun. Payton Thorne, redshirt junior, Naperville, Illinois. Here goes Berger with authority. Now this is the 11th play of the drive for the Spartans, trailing by 7 in the first quarter. Berger spun down after a gain of 2. That's Jordan Turner, 55, the inside linebacker with a stop. They'll give him 3.
The way these linebackers flow for Wisconsin, they're going to read that. They're going to have to move them with movement or motion or something to get them flowing one way to take advantage of that soft spot in the middle field.
We talked about Keon Coleman in the open. Here's Berger again, all the way down to the 1, running with intentionality. And again, it's Kamoe Latu with the tackle. 6 yards, down to the 1.
Got to get urgency. Wow, what a great play.
Indeed, and it was a high snap. Berger got the ball and lost yardage on that play as Tatum Grass got some revenge after Berger got the better of him in the last meeting they had. So it's 4th and goal here.
Wait a minute, it's a tight bunch formation, so they're going to try to work. They're going to try to work down here along the N and the S in the end zone. Spartans going to throw a pass here. Oh, the inside zone. That's not going to work.
No, it's stoned at the 2-yard line, and it's Latu again.
That's a bad timeout to make that decision. If you're going to go tight bunch formation, you could see Jim Leonard, as smart as he is, Timmy, didn't have that area of the field defended.
Let's take a look at that last play, Spence.
Tim, if you Jay Johnson, offensive coordinator, you want to take a look at what you got here. Keon Coleman and then Trey Mosley. You got a chance for the outcut or underneath. That's a linebacker underneath there and a corner. You didn't exploit that. You call a timeout to run the ball into the teeth of the front.
And Braylon Allen gets very little, if anything. No gain. They wasted there, Spencer, a 14-play drive.
You've got the matchup there. Pull the trigger on it. Make the play.
2nd and 10. Mertz looking to get out of there.
Oh, he got a pick.
Pass is intercepted. It's Winman. Jacoby Winman.
The defensive end, watch him drop here in coverage and read like a computer. He's trailing, but he gets his head around like a quarterback. I'm telling you, that's pretty darn good coverage right there by a big guy who's mindful of where the threats are coming underneath the shallow crossing routes. Those are instincts that you typically see in a smaller, more nimble player, Tim. Now, he played that like Mel Tucker used to play that big safety position, one of those big safeties.
When he was a Badger. Thorne in some trouble, needs to unleash and does, incomplete. Thrown for Tyler Hunt, 97, one of the 3 tight ends that we'll see. Rodas Johnson, 56, in hot pursuit. That's Reed in motion. Come back the other way. It breaks free for Berger. It's a touchdown. The backup place kicker, Ben Patton, the Auburn transfer, once kicked a field goal in the Iron Bowl for the Tigers, gets the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Garindo is back deep, awaiting the kick. Fair catch is called. And we'll see what the Badgers can do now. Allen bounces outside. Wow. That's something you can't teach, folks. He is a freak. Size and strength and speed. And we've come to the end of 1. Back and forth we go on homecoming. First play of the 2nd quarter. Allen, who just had a 34-yard run, will tote it again. He helps get everyone in place. 2nd and 6.
We got bad communication on the back end, Tim.
Mertz on the quick out, and it's complete. It's out to Skylar Bell, his 2nd target of the afternoon. Move the chains, a 1st down, a gain of 7. From the 30, 1st down. Allen wrapped up behind the line by Halliday this time, the redshirt sophomore from Ellsberg, PA. 2nd and 12. Mertz, little curl, and it is caught. Bell again. Ches Malusi is also out. He's an outstanding scat back. Got hurt last week. Isaac Garindo is the setback now. He'll stay in for protection.
Nice.
That pass is caught. It's at the 16-yard line, 1st down. And Keontez Lewis, the UCLA transfer, picks up 11. Mertz steps up, tucks it, and sets sail. He is in there. Boy, he looks awfully close. Are they going to give it to him? I think they're going to call him down at like the half-yard line. Allen.
And I don't think he made that.
Nope. Stoned at the line of scrimmage. Allen, no doubt this time, touchdown Badgers. That's the 20th career touchdown run and only his 19th career game. His first touchdown, though, in 3 weeks.
Well, this is classic Wisconsin ball. The off guard pulling up, does a nice job. Does Allen sifting it in there and just taking advantage of that man-on-man blocking.
This is Nate Van Zelst with the extra point. And we got a couple of backup place kickers going today.
Football in 60 is presented by Rocket Mortgage. For the playbook on home loans, Rocket can.
This is in college football today, Spencer.
Down south.
Mike Hill and Chris Peterson and Emmanuel Acho will no doubt be talking about it as you see Bernard. That's Jeremy Bernard taking a nice opportunity to get more yards, running to the wide side of the field. A late flag comes down. So hold everything. That's a 20-yard net return.
During the return, personal foul, hands to the face. Return team, number 21. The penalty is half the distance to the goal. First down.
Elijah Collins is the setback, and looks like we got a false start already.
False start. Offense number 50, 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
First and 15 from inside their own 10 now. Collins to the 9. When you got a young team, you just have to tell them why, and tell them why all the time. Collins takes that little pass in the flat. Is run down by Ricardo Hallman.
He needs to be a part of what they're doing in their throw game in particular, Tim.
Number 17 in the slot. There's the throw. Nice. Look out. That's Jayden Reed. And he's got a first down out to the 38-yard line of Michigan State. Jarrett Broussard is the setback, and he'll tote it. And he's got at least 5 yards on that carry. Out to the 43. John Meta with the tackle, number 55.
Daniel Barker, who's playing the tight end position of Y. Nice job of sifting over to create a block.
2nd and 5. Quick out. Pass was thrown a little behind Keon Coleman that time. 3rd down and 5. On the check down.
Wow,
that's Broussard. Well, he did all of that on his own to get to within 2 yards of the sticks.
But that nice little subtle, just slide that ball. I tell you, Chardonnay does a wonderful job at UCLA. That same thing, he never gives you 100% of his body, man. There's a handful of athletes that can make that move like that.
Look at this, Spencer. They're going for it on 4th and 2 on their side of the field.
Oh, my gosh. This is a 2. This is at least 2.5.
Wow. And markers down. I think we may have had premature movement again. False start.
Before the ball was snapped. False start.
Wow.
Offense number 50. 5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
Like that, his block was clear. Usually when you're being flanked, outflanked, it makes you kind of want to get there in a hurry. No need to do that in that play.
High end over end punt. And he gets that kind of bounce. And it is reeled in by Ingram. And he's shown the sideline very quickly. Olin Allen the setback, and he'll run right into a lot of trouble. It started with Windman.
Derek Harmon was in there too.
And then Derek Harmon followed up.
Yep. There's a flag. And
a late flag comes down in the aftermath of it all.
Well, I'm telling you, Tim, between Derek Harmon, Simeon Barrow Jr., the defensive tackles.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 5, 15-yard penalty.
That's
automatic first down.
That really hurts you.
That's their 6th penalty, Tim.
Yep. Okay, Windman's got him. Now you see some help right there. Let's see. Yeah. No.
Hands to the face.
Went right to the face.
Hands right to the face, man. Head and area. And he certainly was defenseless. So
he was. Here it is.
After review, number 5 of the defense targeted a defenseless player to the head. By rule, number 5 is disqualified.
That hurts.
Allen, look at that cut. Look at that read and cut. And patience there, Spencer. Angelo Gross makes the tackle, but that's what makes a running back special. Garindo sets up shop now in the backfield, and he runs head on into Barrow. Simeon Barrow right there. This is a much more manageable game and one that Michigan State really has to have.
Ooh,
Problems.
doctor.
And down he goes. That's Brule, Aaron Brule, number 7. Vunovic will punt it away. Reed is back deep, and he'll call for a fair catch. He was blocked away from having a chance to catch that. The flag will come down.
That was a good acting job, though, Tim.
Yeah, it was, but they're going to get the flag. They get a full yard of protection on that play.
There is no
And he
foul
didn't
on
have
the
it.
play for kick catch.
Well, they're going to wave it off.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Talked him out of it. And Vernon Allen having a fine performance today. This pass is caught on the cross. That's Reed, and he's out to the 37-yard line.
Thorne took a little shot there, but delivered the ball. Now they're going to try to pace and tempo this thing. See if they can catch Whiskey in a single coverage. Nice. Nice.
Receiver screen to Coleman. Keon Coleman bouncing off Badgers and out for a first down. That's Latu again. Kamoy Latu with the tackle. They're up to 6 penalties for 67 now. And Jalen Berger is stopped in his tracks. May have lost a yard. 4 wides and Berger in the backfield.
I love what he's doing.
And a little lateral out there to him. And he is stopped behind the line again. And it's James Thompson Jr., number 90, that spun him down. Number 6, Malik Carr, former basketball player, originally with Purdue. They're running him down on a seam
Great
route.
pressure, and they
And
missed
now
him.
they're
Wow.
looking for him. Thorne lets it sail. It's for Mosley. Incomplete. Dean Ingram back deep, awaiting at his 15-yard line in single safety. Waves everyone off. Hey, Braylon Allen is in the backfield. Now the turf monster got him that time. He was trying to make a cut and he stumbled as he was trying to make it, planted that foot and then just fell down. 2nd and 8. Curl pattern. DK. Oh, he got hammered. Angelo Gross was there to help Charles Brantley.
There's another penalty.
That's a big one, too.
Procedure.
Goes from 3rd and manageable.
5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
And this was huge if Michigan State gets the stop because Wisconsin gets the ball to open the second half. They deferred, you might recall. That's a nice block to free Mertz, who's looking and finds his man, Chimere Dike, for the first down. So Wisconsin in business at the 47. Halliday with the tackle. He got a great block that freed him to make that throw.
And Charles Brantley, the left corner, was covering Tim, but because of the mobility, at least on that play of Mertz, at some point he threatened him and he had to come off his
Personal
coverage.
foul. Legal blindside block. Offense number 0.
Yeah.
Penalized half the distance to the goal.
Now, I was about to
Repeat
credit
third
him
down.
for a good block, but it's a crackback and it's a penalty. Michigan State with a chance for a stop and good field position. One more chance before they have to kick to open the second half. Allen is going to be corralled here at the 25-yard line. Stopped by Brantley, 32 ticks left. Still a couple of timeouts for Michigan State. This is a low trajectory punt from Vunovic, and it's going to bound and go dead at the 32-yard line of Michigan State. They have 1 timeout left, 20 seconds to work with.
You don't have to see them matched up against those teams. I look at talent for what it is, and I think Ohio State has the best talent across the board.
I'm with you. Tyler Hunt on the receiving end of that pass. 2nd and 6, and the crowd a little disgruntled here as they are going to let the clock wind down. I absolutely agree with you, though.
Where they're control this thing, but a virtual deadlock in terms of overall yardage, time of possession, and all those key stats, Tim. We're in for a nice second half here. They don't score in that long drive that they have. Otherwise, this game is knotted up at 14 apiece.
Play fake with Mertz.
Look at the blitz from the field.
Big time. That's a coverage sack, but
Charles
Brantley with a big-time corner cat blitz. 2nd down and 18 after the loss of 8. Skylar Bell in motion.
Nice black box.
Allen in some trouble. Wrestled to the turf by a host of Spartans. 3rd and 18.
A 4-man rush here. Plenty of protection.
Goes underneath to Allen. And they keyed on him beautifully. Halliday, 27, along with Amir Speed, the corner. Reed is in single safety. Vunovic will punt it away. That's a beauty.
Oh,
beautiful punt. Got him on his heels to his 20-yard line, but room to run.
Nice job. He did a wonderful job of setting that up.
Flag down. This
Wonderful.
one could come back.
Well, that's beautiful, Tim, and it's a shame that it's coming back. I saw this one, the old special team, and saw it from a mile away, Tim. Unfortunate.
81 yards the return. After a 64-yard boot, he literally out-punted his coverage, but they're going to have that little yellow hanky that could likely bring it back. It's resting at the 32-yard line.
During the return, personal foul, illegal blindside block. Return team number 5. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down. Timeout.
Timmy, here's that look again. Jeremy Bernard here, number 5, is coming back. He doesn't get his head up in front of the would-be tackler, and that's the reason why the official called this play. Now, again, I think the bigger coaching point right here, no, he wasn't parallel. Your head was behind him. Mel wants to know who did it so he can coach it up, and hopefully we get a chance to unpack that narrative he gave us pre the game.
The ball was tipped. It was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Muma Jongletta was the Wisconsin defender that blocked or deflected that pass, incomplete. Berger remains the setback. Here he comes on the counter. And that's a great run for a first down. The special teams coach, Ross Ells, was doing that coaching on the sideline.
Nice.
That pass is tipped. And Coleman, who could not reel it in, almost lost that one to a pick on the back end. That was Kamoe Latu that had the near interception off the tip drill. Berger, good cutback capability in this former Wisconsin Badger and 4-star recruit. He's ahead for 3. You figure Jayden Reed might have some room to find a spot.
Yep, Elizabeth zone. He's got it.
Incomplete. And he actually wound up throwing into double coverage on Torrey Foster Jr., the intended receiver. John Meta, actually a look from the old jersey that Magic Johnson wore in the 1979 Final Four. Emblematic of Tom Izzo's basketball program. Is Ingram stopped shortly after he gathered it in at the 15-yard line. Allen. You just keep waiting for him to bust one. Another flag comes down late. And this is
It's going back against Wisconsin here.
It's a hold.
Yep.
Offense number 63. The penalty is half the distance to the goal.
Back up guards. You got guards playing tackle. That's what happens to teams that get hit with injuries, as DK on that wide receiver screen. Well diagnosed by guess who? The X-Man, Xavier Henderson. They're backed up now, facing a 2nd and 20 are the Badgers. Allen surveys yet again. He manages 5 or 6 where most backs would have gone down after a couple. Mertz. That pass is incomplete. A lot of contact. And here come the flags.
Pass interference. Defense number 0. 15-yard penalty.
But watch this, Spencer. Watch how he handles it, though, the body language here from Bell.
Well, he's got great defensive position. He played the camped inside on him. I don't know about that, Tim.
Me either.
I tell you, you don't play that route any better than Brantley played it.
That's the 8th penalty for 97 yards now, and that pass is caught by the tight end Eschenbach. No Ferguson this year. They've always had good ones. Now they're using backups today, including a converted guard as Allen carries into the arms of Cal Halliday. Play fake to Allen. Mertz with time, all kinds of time, but not many receivers, so he's going to tuck it and run, and I think he may have the yardage for the first down. He does.
Football in 60 is presented by Rocket Mortgage. For the playbook on home loans, Rocket can.
First down.
Yeah,
he's in hot pursuit.
Yep.
Down he goes. He unloads it. Brule was providing the pinch. Garindo is now the setback on 2nd and 10. And he's going to keep it. That's Allen out of the Wildcat. Direct snap to Braylon Allen, and he gets 9. That's 2006 career rushing yards for Braylon Allen, and over 100 yards today with that carry for 104 and counting. Those are broad shoulders even with shells on. That pass is incomplete. Looking for the backup tight end, Dakovich. 2nd and 10. Mertz looping it for the corner, and it is incomplete. What a play defensively. Wow. Magnificent job by mere speed. 3rd down and 10 for Mertz. Pressure underneath the crossing pattern. Incomplete, I think, to Eschenbach. They're going to rule it incomplete.
Angelo Gross was there.
They are marking it. They're going to say he caught it, and Gross got him down. 4th and 6. Could have easily been 4th and 10. They may review this. They may review this because I'm not sure he completed the act of catching the ball.
The play is under further review.
In real time, I thought it was incomplete. Remember, you got to. I don't see a 1-2. I don't see him completing the catch there.
I would have actually called it a catch and a fumble, but he did get it back. I think he 1, 2.
No, he didn't get the 2. So says the analytics of the Wisconsin staff. Vunovich will punt it away. Looks for the coffin corner on the end over end boot. And it's a thing of beauty. Exactly what you want. Now moves back into the shotgun. Collins barely, he doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. They have lost a yard. Next to Nick Herbig. Herbig is the leader of this team.
Latu on the outside playing with that club on his hands, and they have a directional call to him. They played it to perfection.
Collins almost got to the 2nd level, Spence. He almost got to the 2nd level. 3rd and 6.
Again.
Underneath. That's good enough for the 1st down. That's Daniel Barker, the transfer from Illinois at tight end. On 1st down, play action.
Nice.
Oh, there's the tight end we talked about. The Purdue transfer, Malik Carr, is driving his car down the sidelines, out of bounds. They're going to mark him out at the 12. 72 yards.
A huge target, Tim. They're going pace and tempo here.
Collins getting to the edge and is down inside the 10. He did practice, did not play. Collins to about the 7. Coleman is the wide receiver to the bottom of your screen. Look out. Over the middle. It's caught at the goal line.
That was a dime.
That's Mosley, and he was hammered at the 1.
See, they had an opportunity to score here last time. Same formation.
Same play. A different result. Touchdown, Elijah Collins.
Former NC State great Torrey Holt coined the phrase "big plays, big days."
Yeah,
Tim,
absolutely.
that was it.
It's taken by an up back on the bounce for Wisconsin. Play fake, Mertz underneath to Braylon Allen. This is where he's really become very, very difficult to stop. Total yards, he'll come out of the backfield, run wheel routes with the best of them. Remember, he passed out of this for a touchdown last week. Garindo is going to be stopped after a gain of 2. You know, Spencer, before today, this season, Michigan State had run 70 less plays and 600 less yards than their opponents. Second and 8 as we open play in the 4th. Allen, the setback out of the gun for Mertz. A lot of pressure. Down he goes. Off the edge. Here comes Simeon Barrow Jr. 3rd and 16.
It's not the late game inside.
They drop 8. Underneath to the tight end, Eschenbach. Nailed by Angelo Gross. Reed is back deep. Jayden Reed at his 25. Another beauty.
He's able to set this one up.
He's got room. He's got a lot of room. Made his decision a little bit late that time, Spencer. 12 of 18 for 175. Broussard spun down by Jongmeta. And there's the give to Broussard. Boy, he just got rammed at the point of attack by Rodas Johnson. Boy, that was a hit. Number 19. Here he comes. Right for Thorne, and look out. There he goes. Down to the ground. They move him around, Spencer. When I saw him move to the edge, I said, you better watch out. He's coming. That's the second sack of the Michigan State quarterback, and that's a beautiful punt by Behringer. Well, he lives up to his advanced billing with that. Ingram bringing it back is dumped at the 24-yard line. Allen will take it up the middle and gets ahead for 4. Allen, little stutter step. He stopped at the 29-yard line. 48% on third down. 3 of 9 today. Oh, a near pick. Right in the hands of Dylan Tatum, and he could not hold on. What a huge play. Look out.
Wow.
Almost blocked. Fair catch by Jayden Reed. Good field position. Berger is the setback. Thorne lets it fly. Incomplete. Intended for Reed, and a late flag. It comes down on Justin Clark, 21. Let's see what the determination is as referee Mark Klaczynski comes over.
Pass interference. Defense number 21. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
I'm not sure I don't agree with Justin Clark. This was way over his head.
Yeah, but he's got that right hand hooked around there, and he also clicked the heel.
Yeah, he did.
Of Reed on that play, Tim.
Berger the setback, and he'll tote it.
Oh, doctor.
Whoa, big time hit. How about that from Jongmeta? Thorne, quick out. Reed, 2 yards shy of a first down, a gain of 8. Speaking of Malik. Look out, underneath, and a great defensive play by Herbig again. Keon Coleman took it in. Herbig was not to be fooled. That's a loss of 3.
I'm fine with it.
You all right? He trusts his players. Thorne, a pump fake, and he looks for his man. It's incomplete at the 21. Marker down. Jayden Reed, the intended receiver, and Wisconsin has gone apoplectic in their secondary. Boy, they're hot.
Pass interference. Defense number 2. 15-yard penalty.
Boy, I'm going to need a look at this. A lot of jousting, a lot of contact taking place. Let's see.
Well, it's just this nod route here, right, that Reed does, and he's waiting for it to sort it out. He puts that little hand in the back, and that's what the back judge saw. He saw the hand in the back and caused Reed to fall. See that little hand right there? He's got his hand.
Yeah, that's a good call. Yep. And just inside the Wisconsin 30. Berger. Thorne going for it all. Back shoulder, caught, touchdown, Keon Coleman. Your call at the top of the show. Patton for the extra point. Keon Coleman, his 4th touchdown reception.
Well, the longer audition gets longer and more complicated, Timmy.
Garindo with the return. Look out, Isaac Garindo. He's got space. He's up to near midfield.
Connectivity between the coordinator and the head coach.
Swinging out to Allen.
Love it.
He's the best player on the field. Almost sprung free there. Gets the first down to the 40. Allen navigating for 5, 6, beautiful. Maybe 7 yards. And by the way, those people that think you're cheering just have no clue. That rush put him over the 200-yard mark by Allen on the prior play. Mertz steps up into the pocket. A lot of green grass, Spence. A lot of green grass. And he'll usher himself out at the 26 of Michigan State. Allen. It takes more than one to get him down. Brandon Wright had him first. and he held on for some help, and he got it. We're one touchdown away from being even on the scoreboard. And a flag down. False start coming against Wisconsin.
Now that's what you can't do. You can't.
Offense number 78. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
Yeah,
and another flag is down.
And Tim, they were in trouble because they were in the twins and they were going to bring motion away. But there were 3 Michigan State defenders sitting out there.
Number 63.
That's Bortolini, another reserve, pressed into duty this afternoon. 2nd and 19. Jet sweep. Skylar Bell. Bell with a move inside the 15, inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal, Badgers. 27 yards and into scoring territory in the red zone. Allen.
Great defense.
Not a yard. That's it. Gross again. Angelo's really had himself a day. 4 wide. Empty. Out of the shotgun. Mertz.
Got him.
It's incomplete. Boy, the 2 receivers had to be a mix-up there, running into one another. Keontez Lewis and Chimere Dike basically running the same route. Allen right up the gut. Stopped at the 3 by guess who? Xavier Henderson.
I'll tell you what, if you're going to take a shot, a risk, it would be up top.
Mertz.
There he goes.
There it is, the corner. You called it again. Touchdown, Keontez Lewis.
Beautiful.
His 2nd touchdown catch of the year, Keontez Lewis.
Tim, the telltale sign was the cut down split, and they're playing zone underneath it. And again, when you think you got help over the top behind you, Timmy, that's a problem. Amir Speed was back there, the cornerback.
An extra point for Van Zelst. He's the backup kicker, remember. Calvaruso is hurt. He puts it through.
Whoa.
Well, before this drive, Wisconsin only had 52 yards in the second half. Broussard is back deep. Here comes the kick. Here he comes. And there he goes. Runs into a little traffic at about the 23. I thought for a moment he was going to find a crease. No, Tucker looks on as Thorne's in a lot of trouble. Running to his left, having to unload with his right arm, and it's incomplete. He was just trying to survive that play. Do you want to force them to use their 2 timeouts here?
I'd throw it.
Yeah, it looks like they are. Underneath, it's caught. It's about 1.5 yards to 2 yards shy of the first down. That's Jayden Reed. So now they're going to have a 3rd and short coming up. They need 3. Thorne lifts it up, and it is caught. It is Coleman again. It's 1st down, Michigan State. Now they've got great field position. They could make something happen here. 35 yards on the completion.
Tim, in practice, they hit this 4 straight times. I'm telling you, if you ISO him, trips bunch away, they're going to 0.
Underneath, that pass is caught. And it's Trey Mosley. His first reception, and let's go back and look at the previous play for the 1st down.
Tim, he's got press coverage, right? A great job of pressing upfield and establishing that territory as his own. Wonderful pass. It's a dart.
He's looked good here in the second half, to be sure. Collins burrows ahead to about the 44. Clock will go tick, tick, tick. Malik Carr lines up on the same side as Reed. 3rd down and 8. Flushed. Thorne. He can do it on his own, and he does.
Their numbers are down. They have young players, but they are draining every bit of quality play out of those players on this, setting up for a winning potential field goal.
Collins. Almost got to the 2nd level. They're setting up their kicker now.
Yes, they are.
Getting it to the 28-yard line. Milking time off that clock. For the left-footed kicker, it would still be a very, very long chance. Underneath, and that one is to Reed, and he's belted by Shaw the moment he got it. Jay Shaw was in his kitchen. Now you got to hurry up. You got to hurry up and get your kicker out there. setting up for what will be now a 47-yard drive. And they're now on the right hash. That surprises me.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Problems. Gonna let it fly, and that will be it. We're headed to overtime.
Wow.
Okay, gentlemen. Great game. We have extra periods. Wisconsin, you're the visitor. You want heads or tails?
Tails.
He called tails. And it is a tails.
Defense first.
Wisconsin chooses to start on defense.
Jalen Berger is the setback. Uh-oh, look out.
That's a
Halfback
pass.
pass, and it is caught in the end zone. Jayden Reed out fighting Keon Coleman is the receiver, number 0. It is Coleman who comes away with it. And Spencer, that could have been a pick. He outfought the defender who was all over him, Jay Shaw. His second touchdown catch of the day, the 5th of the season. Here's Payton for the point after. All of them important here because, you know, we go to 2-point plays pretty quick in these OTs. Boots it right through.
If you're watching at home, you little tykes out there, man, that's how you high point a football right there, man. Go grab it at its highest point and own it.
He's the setback now behind Mertz. Look at this. Play
Got their
fake.
own.
Looking long. This one is almost picked off twice.
Wow.
They're nightmares if you don't win the game the next day. Mertz again, underneath, overthrown. A little anxiety that time as he had Braylon Allen wide open. Missed him.
Defending the run. They're looking for a man to win.
Mertz
got
finds his
him.
man.
Wow.
DK, touchdown. Chimray DK. Beautiful crossing pattern, Spencer. And really well run by this young man.
Here he is in the inside slot position. This is their man beater. Inside, he finds a nice soft spot and just continues the pattern onto the corner. Wonderful shallow crossing route to get in for the score. I mean, that's a vicious throw and catch right there.
All right.
Something you don't see from Wisconsin.
Denzel missed a 35-yarder at Northwestern last week. A backup kicker. And he gets it through.
Wow.
Only adding to the intrigue of the circumstances surrounding the kicking game. Allen the setback for Wisconsin as they begin play, and he's stopped. At the line of scrimmage, there's a ball loose, fumble. Does Michigan State have it? Does he have it? They do.
He's been there, Johnny, on the spot all day. You can see it there.
Yeah.
Gets that left paw in there, Tim.
Berger will take it. Ahead for 2. Jayden Reed is flanked to the top of your screen, and we got a marker down. Looks like it's going to be a false start.
You couldn't create a situation where you create more pressure for your kicker.
5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
JT Duplain, JD, senior from Strongsville, Ohio, the left guard. Reed in motion. Thorne goes to Reed, the safety valve. Not much. Excellent reaction from Torchio and Turner.
This is a 4-by formation here. They're going to bring it back down now to create the 3-on-1. Now Reed is in the position of Keon. They're going to take a shot outside. He's got great access.
Yeah, there he is.
They're
Going for the
shot.
corner route.
Yep.
In the corner.
Got him.
He's got it. Touchdown, Michigan State. Ball game. Sparty ends a 4-game losing streak. And it's a happy homecoming in East Lansing. You called it all night, and that's great coverage, too.
Yeah, it's fantastic coverage, but what made that a winning play was really Reed's alignment before the ball was even snapped. Ricardo Hallman was camped inside. That gave you the extra yard that you needed to make that tight window and that play. I mean, young man, keep your head up. Mel, in the meantime, this mission that you're on right now, I'm telling you, it's going to be a slow build, but you've got the winning tradition and the personal pedigree to get it done, and they're showing you they're getting there one step at a time.
Well, listen, in the grand scheme of things, Wisconsin can still, for their new interim coach, win him the job. But for Michigan State, this was a must. They had to have it. They got a week off. Now they go down the road to take on Michigan and Ann Arbor, and anything can happen in a rivalry game.